I live alone in a small apartment. Nothing fancy. Top floor. One bedroom, one bathroom, tiny kitchen. But quiet and safe. Or so I thought. It started last month. Exactly at 12:47 a.m. I remember the time because I always check my phone when I wake up in the middle of the night. That night I woke up suddenly. No sound. No dreams. Just that feeling. Like someone was watching me. I sat up. Listened. Silence. Then 3 knocks on my front door. Knock. 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 Not loud. Not hard. Just deliberate. I froze. Who would knock at this hour? I checked my phone again. 12:47 a.m. I waited. Nothing else. No more knocks. I told myself maybe it was a dream. Maybe I imagined it. Went back to sleep. But the next night, same thing. Same time. Same 3 knocks. I didn't move. Didn't speak. Just listened. I checked the peephole. No one was there. I didn't open the door. Of course not. But the weirdest part, there were no security camera clips in the morning. The hallway was empty, like no one had ever come. This continued for 7 nights. Always 12:47 a.m. Always 3 knocks. Always nothing outside. One night, I decided to record it. I set my phone up facing the door. Made sure it had battery. Put it on silent. I went to sleep with the lights off. At exactly 12:47 a.m., I heard it. Knock. 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 But this time, I heard something else. A voice. Whispering. Let me in. I sat frozen in my bed. My mouth dry. I didn't dare move. In the morning, I checked the recording. The screen was black. Just audio. And yes, the knocks were there. So was the whisper. But there was something else. A long, low growl. Right before the video stopped. Like the phone just shut off. Battery was still full. That day, I asked my neighbor. She lives across the hall. Old lady. Quiet. Keeps to herself. I asked her if she heard knocking at night. She looked at me. Her face went pale. She said, "You shouldn't answer it." "What do you mean?" I asked. She whispered, "Someone used to live in your apartment. A man lived alone. Nice guy. Quiet. One night, he answered the door after midnight. I waited." She said, "He was never seen again." Just like that. I didn't sleep that night. Didn't even turn off the lights. I just waited. 12:47 a.m. Knock. 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 Then, the whisper again. "Please, just open the door." Just once. I shouted, "Go away!" And I swear, the whisper laughed. Low. Raspy. Inhuman. I looked at the door. And the handle was turning. back and forth, shaking violently. I grabbed a kitchen knife, called the police. When they arrived, the hallway was empty. No fingerprints, no camera footage. They said maybe it was a prank, or stress. I tried to believe that, but I don't sleep anymore. And last night, there was a letter on the floor. No name, no stamp, just one sentence. You already let me in. I never liked mirrors. Not because of how I looked, but because I always felt like they watched me back. It started when I moved into my new apartment. The bedroom had an old wall mirror, tall, with a golden frame, cracked slightly on one side. I tried to remove it, but it was bolted to the wall. I didn't think much of it. The first few nights were fine. But one night, as I turned off the lights to sleep, I saw something in the mirror. Just a flicker. Like someone had moved behind me. I turned around. Nothing. I blamed it on tired eyes. But the next night, it happened again. A shadow moving inside the mirror, but not in the room. I got closer, stared into the mirror, and I noticed something wrong. My reflection didn't move when I did. I tilted my head slowly, but the girl in the mirror didn't move. She was staring straight ahead, eyes wide, mouth slightly open. Then she smiled. I jumped back. My heart was racing. I flipped the light switch. My reflection looked normal again. I told myself I was just imagining things. Stress. Lack of sleep. But each night, the mirror became more alive. Sometimes I'd catch the reflection blinking when I wasn't. Other times, she would mouth words I couldn't hear. One night, I tried covering it with a cloth. I felt better, safer. But when I woke up the next morning, the cloth was on the floor, and written across the mirror, in some kind of red smudge, were the words, "Don't hide me." I ran out of the room. I called a friend over, told her everything. She didn't believe me, of course. Thought I was being dramatic. She even laughed. She stood in front of the mirror and said, "If there's a ghost in here, do something." And then the mirror cracked, right down the middle. She screamed. We both did. That night, I heard whispering from the bedroom. Soft at first, then louder, repeating one word. Switch. I didn't go in. I slept on the couch. The next morning, I found something strange. The mirror was clean, no cracks. But the reflection in the mirror wasn't me. The girl was standing in a room, not mine, with walls covered in scratches. Her hands were pressed against the glass, begging, and my reflection wasn't there at all. I tried looking away, but I couldn't. Then she looked directly at me and whispered, "It's your turn." Before I could move, everything went black. When I opened my eyes, I was standing inside the mirror, staring out. And on the other side, she was in my body, smiling. She walked away. I tried to scream, bang on the glass, but now I know why my reflection never moved. Because she was waiting, just like I am now, waiting for someone, to look too long. And when they do, I'll smile and take their place. This happened 2 weeks ago, and I still don't know how to explain it. I was driving home from work, like always. It was late, around 11:30 p.m. Long shift, tired brain, quiet road. When I parked my car outside my apartment, I noticed something weird. There was a phone sitting on the passenger seat. I hadn't seen it before. It wasn't mine, just lying there. Screen black. No case. At first, I thought maybe I forgot and picked up someone else's phone at work. But I didn't remember anyone having one like this. No wallpaper, no scratches. Just clean. Almost too clean. I pressed the button. The screen lit up. No passcode. Just one notification. One missed call. Unknown. Before I could decide what to do, the phone rang. No name. Just unknown caller. I hesitated, then answered. Hello? There was silence for a few seconds. Then a man's voice said slowly, "Thank you for letting me in." I hung up. I looked around. The street was empty. My doors were locked. But something felt wrong. I got out, checked the car. Nothing there. No one around. I took the phone inside. Thought maybe I could figure out who it belonged to. But it had no apps. No contacts. Only a gallery with 5 photos. I opened the first one. It was a photo of my car, taken from behind a tree. The second photo was my apartment building. The third, my front door. The fourth photo was me, sitting in the car earlier that day, on the phone, laughing. I don't remember anyone taking that. The fifth photo was from inside my apartment. A picture of me sleeping, taken from the corner of my bedroom. I dropped the phone. I ran to my bedroom. Searched everything. Closets. Under the bed. Curtains. No one. I called the police. They came. I showed them the phone. But when the officer tried to check the gallery, the photos were gone. Just an empty phone. They said it might be a prank. Maybe I was hacked. But there's one more thing I didn't tell them. The sixth photo. I didn't see it at first. It was hidden in a different folder. It was a selfie. A man I'd never seen, standing in my bedroom, smiling, and behind him, I was standing too. But I don't remember that photo. I don't remember being awake. Since then, every night, at exactly 11:30 p.m., the phone rings. Always the same words. Thank you for letting me in. Now, every night I sleep with the lights on. And every morning, the phone has a new photo. Last night's? It was me, standing outside someone else's house, smiling, with black eyes. And I swear, I didn't leave the house.